deliver this checklist to you and hopefully forever change your thinking. So I've got kind of rounded numbers based on where I think of like a high school level ideal here is what I'm going for. And you can actually measure this for yourself and figure out, where are these numbers for you and kind of self-calibrate where this list should be. So uncontested layup, assuming we're scoring at about 90%, nobody's around, we're going to make a layup most of the time, 1.8 points per shot. That's our golden ideal shot. If we can get uncontested layups, whether that's on fast breaks or that's on back cuts or that's off of screens, however we can get it, if we can get layups with nobody there to contest us, we're going to score the most points possible. Free throws are second because of the factor I already talked through. You get 2 tries at making up the same point value. Whatever you shoot 50% or higher is icing on the cake. Most of us are going to shoot 1.4 or higher because we're a 70%-ish free throw shooter. Uncontested 3-point shot is next. Assuming you can make it about 40% when there's nobody around, it's like a practice shot. Pretty average if you're in 7th, 8th, 9th grade or higher. Uncontested mid-range. So this is where this actually is a useful tool. I think about it like we talked through last week with our shot creation off the dribble. It's the space that you're using, right? So there might be no chance at a catch and shoot 3-pointer that's uncontested, and there's definitely people at the rim that are going to contest if you go all the way to the basket. And so maybe there's a big hole in the defense and you can rise up and get uncontested mid-range shot, and therefore that is a higher value than any of the next shots, which would be contested. So kind of repeat the same list. Contested layup drops in half. We get 0.9 points per shot. Contested 3-point shot, cut in half, makes it 0.6 points per shot. Contested mid-range is like the shot we never want to take if we can possibly help it. This is 0.5 points per shot. This is half of the value we want to be shooting for, which is 1.0. And so my whole approach is addition by subtraction. If you just scratch this shot off your list and never take a contested mid-range shot, your efficiency goes up automatically. You're going to pull it back, maybe shoot the 3 off of a step back or a retreat dribble, or you're going to give it up to a teammate, get it back somewhere else, or maybe retreat dribble and re-attack the basket. You're going to try to find a different way to get a shot off. The only exception to that would be buzzer beater at the end of a shot clock if you're playing 3x3, or it's the end of the game and you have to hit a shot in order to keep the game going, whether you're tying it or winning the game. Contested mid-range should only be taken if absolutely necessary. And again, if you just scratch that off your list and never take another mid-range contested shot the rest of your life, your whole scoring efficiency will go way, way up. So this brings us to some interesting choices. So this is where it starts to apply to decision making in a big way. If we have the choice of a contested layup, my favorite scenario here is after a rebound, because everybody says go straight up, and you might be contested in 5 different ways by your teammates in your way and 4 defenders. Who knows what's going on in the paint, but it's a mess most of the time. And so you're going to probably get the contested percentage, you're going to get 0.9 points per shot. Or if you kick it out to a 3-point shooter that's wide open, they might be able to get 1.05 points per shot, right? So they're a little bit lower percentage. They're not a 40% shooter, they're a 35% shooter, but they're the best shooter on your team, and you have a contested layup that's 2 feet from the basket but contested versus a wide open 3-point shooter that's uncontested. We want to take this every time we get the chance. So that's where I get to rebounding and putbacks. Is like, if it's one-on-one, I'll take it. I'll go at the guy. Maybe I'll draw a foul, but I'll be pretty sure I'm going to score it. If it's a double team or there's just a mess of people in the way, that means my shooter's open. If I can just find him, we're going to get a better shot. And again, if we scratch off the contested shot, even if he doesn't take this wide open 3, but we kick it out, we reset our offense, we come up with a different shot, any kind of shot that's uncontested, we're going to be better off. So then for yourself on a catch, should you shoot the uncontested 3-point shot? or drive to a contested layup. And this is where our order of operations comes up, where we've played a lot off the catch one-on-one. Closeout is we want to shoot the uncontested three. If we can shoot it before the defense is there and there's no contest in our face, that's the best shot we're going to get. Driving into a contested layup throws a lot more variables in our way where, we're going to be contested. We might be bumped. We might get fouled, but it not be called. And, putting less things in our control. So we want to take uncontested shots any chance we get it. First shot available that's uncontested is usually the best shot. And then should we shoot a mid-range contested jumper or reset the offense, right? And I kind of gave away the answer already for this one, but if you're about to shoot a mid-range contested shot in that long 2-point range, the no man's land on the Celtics shot chart, you could just pull back, retreat, dribble, reset the offense, and find a better shot. So again, scratch that off your list to have addition by subtraction for your efficiency.